Hello, everyone. I'm Sister Helen Burdenski, a sister of Notre Dame from Chardon, Ohio. A big thank you to your pastor for the invitation to tell you all about Notre Dame Global Missions. I only wish I could be right there with you to see your smiling faces. Frequently, these mission appeals are given by actual missionaries from other countries. But for several years now, the Sisters of Notre Dame have used Americans to give the mission appeals. The reason being, this way we can save the money that we would be spending on plane tickets to get the missionary sisters here to the USA and then back to their homelands. So this way we can take the savings and donate it right to them to use in their missionary work. The Sisters of Notre Dame are an international congregation. We are in 16 different countries on 5 different continents. The Sisters of Chardon, Ohio first went to India back in 1949. So that's quite a while back. And only 6 went, 6 Americans. And now that area, that province, as we call them, has grown to more than 300 sisters, and they're all Indian by birth. They're all serving in like 50 different locations, and their ministries are everything from all levels of education, healthcare, social work, spirituality, advocacy work. So they've been doing wonderful, wonderful work for many years now. Back in 1992, the Indian Sisters started their own mission over in Tanzania, Africa. And then shortly after that, 1995 to be exact, the Sisters of the USA started missions in Kenya and Uganda. So today there are 54 African Sisters of Notre Dame, again doing a variety of missions, a variety of ministries with the people there. As you all know, Pope Francis has often reminded us that we're all called by baptism to be missionaries, by bringing Jesus to others. But some are called in a very special way. So let me tell you about a few of our sisters who are doing really, really special work with the people that they live with. In India, Sister Sudha is a lawyer, and for more than 20 years, she has lived in a mud hut with the Musari people. That's the lowest caste in India. And through her work, she's helped more than 2,000 girls to graduate from high school or from skills centers. And she's also established more than 1,000 self-help groups. In Tanzania, Africa, a good example to give you is Sister Rashmi. She started a school for children who had never been to school before. At the beginning, they were under a tree, but now through the help of many donors, they have a school that keeps expanding. And recently, some American children, school children, donated money to build a playground right next to that school. Then, to give you an example of a nurse, Sister Mukti, who is ministering in Tanzania. When she first got there, she found out that there are nearly 2 million orphans in Tanzania alone, almost 2 million. So that's her special ministry. She's been gathering together different orphans of the different villages. And through donors, again, she's been able to build several cottages and establishes a very home-like atmosphere. And each cottage has a house mother to provide love and care to the many orphans that they take in. So what can we do I think there are three different levels of what we can do. First of all, awareness. You know, it's so easy to get wrapped up in our own lives and forget that there are so many people who don't have the resources that we have. Secondly, there's prayer. You know, prayer helps in so many different areas, and nothing really good is ever accomplished without prayer. So that's the second level. And then thirdly, if we can share our resources. And money goes a long, long way in some of these missionary countries. So let me give you maybe three examples there. First example, in India, for just $10 would buy enough rice for an entire family for a month. Second example, for tuition, $150 over in India and Africa. $150 would take care of the school tuition for an entire year. As an aside, when I was giving this mission appeal in one of the parishes here in Ohio a few years ago before COVID-19, after Mass, a young man with two little children at his side came over to talk, and he said, "Sister, is there some way I can get my children enrolled in one of those schools?" And then a third example, for $350 a year, that would cover all the expenses for just one orphan that these sisters are taking in over there in Tanzania. So $350 would cover housing, food, tuition, school supplies, just all the expenses of one orphan. So thank you so much for your attention. Please look into your heart and see if you could possibly help in a financial way. It'd be great if you could, but just your prayer and your awareness are wonderful. So if you would like to make out a check, please make it out to the parish, and in the memo line put mission collection. And if you don't have a donation with you this week and you still wish to give, then bring it next week and put it in the collection box. Again, mark it as mission collection. So thank you, a big thank you for the invitation and for your time and for your generosity.